So as we get nearer and nearer to the Passion, we're starting to get a little typology, things that people, events, circumstances that point towards Christ and his Passion. And so we have here Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they are being put to death by King Nebuchadnezzar, essentially because they're living according to the truth. They understand that God is real and he is one, and that he has revealed himself to them, and they are utterly committed to that. And when the culture and the emperor of that culture, in this sense it's the Babylonian Empire, has a different set of values and standards that forces them to violate their conscience, they choose not to, and because of that, they're going to be put to death. So you can already see the Christ-like imagery that's going on here. Jesus is going to die because he is doing the will of the Father. And so it's interesting here that they get cast into this furnace of fire where they are to be burned to death. And then it says, among the three of them, there is a fourth one who appears in the fire with them. And this is traditionally understood, and even by some biblical scholars, to be Christ himself. He enters into the fire with them, spares them its flame so that they don't perish for this. But we know that Christ will not be spared, right? So he's saying, in a certain sense, you are not the Christ, I am, so you will not die for this. But in time, I will. But my death will rescue you from the eternal flame. And this so impresses King Nebuchadnezzar that he comes to yield at the feet of the God of the Jews. It evokes this image of the centurion, right, who at the foot of the cross falls to his knees and says, truly, this is the Son of God. And so for us, as we prepare our hearts and our minds for the coming celebrations that are going to be next week, and we're already going to hear about the Passion this weekend with Palm Sunday, this is a good reminder of the value of what we are celebrating, that our situation is perilous. We are facing the fire. And yet Christ is coming precisely so that we do not perish. He comes to take our place, to take on our death on our behalf, so that we would escape the flame and live. And for that, I think it's important simply to pause in front of the Blessed Sacrament who will come to us today and to express gratitude for that tremendous gift.